So this video is gonna piss a lot of left wingers and liberals off. But the truth is the truth, and it doesn't have a political preference. Now, mind you, I don't support the right wing either. They're over there pretending racism doesn't exist, voting for a reality TV star, and listening to politicians instead of science, historical references, archaeologists, and everybody else who knows what they're talking about on subjects. So don't get me wrong. The right wing is full of clowns. But the left, I have a specific issue with you. And this is the tax the rich. Y'all love to scream tax the rich, but the reality is the rich in this country are doing their part. They're providing jobs, they're building infrastructures, they're creating business. It is y'all that are not helping. It's the poor, it's the middle class that are not doing what they're supposed to be doing for this country. And I'll explain to you why. See, I like facts and statistics. You only get taxed 10% if you make under 10K, 12% if you make under 40K, and 22% if you make from 40K to 86K. Now, truthfully, 86K is a damn good amount of money just about anywhere in this country. Then it's 24% all the way up to 164K. So if you make $164,000, you're only paying 24%. Now, if you go $1 over that, all the way up to 209, you're paying a whopping 32%. That is an 8% increase that you get for being mildly wealthy. But it gets worse. It's 35% if you make over that 209K. And if you're relatively rich and make over $500,000 a year, 523 to be exact, you pay 37% of your money back to the government. Now, people say, oh, the rich find ways around taxes, charities, and this and that, etc. That's not how it works. All that money that you give to charities, only part of that money counts towards your taxes, etc. Not to mention, you can do the same thing that they can do. Donate your tax money to charities. The reality is, for every $100 the rich make, they are giving $37 back. Meanwhile, for every $100 you make, you are only giving $12 back. So people scream tax the rich as if being successful is an issue. Owning businesses is an issue. The issue is that the poor and the middle class are not pulling their weight in this country. They are paying less than what the rich are doing. They are providing less. Now the rich, they're going to make their money back because they're in a country that's profitable, etc. But now you have the poor and the middle class who do the least saying, well, we should be paid more money. Why? You pay less taxes so you can buy more Jordans, so you can waste your money on whatever restaurant or movie you're going to. See, here's the problem. People cry and complain that they're broke. I hear it all the time. I see it on the internet. I see the posts. I see the videos. We're broke. We're broke. I can't fucking get nowhere because everybody's outside driving around. So I don't want to hear that bullshit because the government sees it that the taxes are not going down and that gas is not selling less because y'all out driving around. So it's like, okay, gas is $5 a gallon. Nobody's staying home. You ain't got nowhere to go. It's a Saturday at 3 o'clock. Where the fuck are you going? Whole roads packed. People everywhere. Going here, going there. Miami Beach, full. Las Vegas, full. Try to go to Applebee's, even on a Wednesday, 50 people there. Try to go to a movie when it comes out, whole movie sold out. Don't try to get some new Jordans because they're sold out before they even hit the shelves in the store. And yet, everybody's crying that they're broke. You're not broke. You are financially stupid. And that is the only way to say it. You are irresponsible. You take your money and buy things that you don't need. You spend your time trying to look like you have money instead of actually making investments and accumulating money. So therefore, you remain exactly where you are. Meanwhile, you do less for this country. So no, we should not tax the rich more. We should use the taxes that are already being taken and have those taxes put to better use. Less than 1% of our money goes to programs to help unfortunates, people with food stamps, people who need housing, etc. 1%. Meanwhile, we're spending 15, 20% to pay politicians, etc. We are spending 20 times as much money on the military as feeding the poor. Meanwhile, our military equipment sitting around rotting until we give it away to another country like we did to the Ukraine. Gave away billions of dollars in equipment. Why? Because it's sitting around. So everybody's like, oh, we didn't give them money. We gave them old equipment that we already paid for with our taxes. So no, it's not about taxing the rich, making the rich pay more. It's about making our government stop being financially irresponsible, because our country is not broke and the people are not broke. And the people that are broke are in bad positions, have welfare, housing, etc. available to them, but they should have more options available. There should be more programs put into our country to stop drug addiction, to help poverty, to help feed the poor, etc. And the problem is not that the rich are not paying enough money. The rich are not the problem. The problem is our government being financially irresponsible, consistently wasting money, consistently sending money to the wrong sectors when there are other places where this money could be used. And if you make under $40,000 a year, just shut up, because you're not doing shit. And if you think that your tax money is going to people on welfare or food stamps, shut up, because you don't even know where your tax money goes. Your tax money is not going to feed the poor. It's not going to Betsy down the street from you on fucking food stamps. Your money's going to pay the military, the police, the fire departments, all these people who are being irresponsible with their jobs. Firemen showing up late, setting buildings on fire, getting arrested for it. Police shooting people in broad daylight, getting away with it. It's ridiculous. The government just completely fucking up. Like, I can't even explain how bad a job our government has been doing everywhere, way before Trump. This has been going on for decades and decades, no matter who's in office. The financial irresponsibility of our government is the reason that things are not how they should be in America. We need police accountability. We need them to be forced with cameras. We need people in our communities to be out here helping the communities, but we need the funding from the government to create these programs, etc. They're not doing that. The money it's disappearing most of the time. Billions of dollars disappeared. And it continues to happen over and over again. The reality of the situation is we do not need to tax the rich anymore. The rich are pulling their weight. They are paying 37% of what they make. If I went to your job tomorrow and I told you had to give me $37 out of every 100 you made, you would throw a fucking fit. But the rich are paying that. And they're staying here providing jobs and infrastructures, etc. for our country. Meanwhile, you over here complaining with your Walmart job, where you get 10 grand back every year because you claim the 3 kids that you have with your baby mother. You ain't putting nothing back. You getting 10 grand back at the end of the year. Meanwhile, the rich are the ones that are supplying the government, the police, the fire department, the school your kid goes to, and everything else. You're not even putting into the pot. And as for you rich people that are going to take this video and say like, yeah, I'm running America and I'm contributing everything. Yeah, you could do a little bit more too. Like, stop filing for all these nonsensical charities that don't seem to do anything so that you can get out of paying full taxes, or finding ways around paying full taxes by filing this or filing that, etc. Our government needs to do full investigations into millionaires, etc., who do things like this, because some of it is definitely tax fraud. And y'all should go to jail where you belong at. Stop saying tax the rich. They ain't the fucking problem. Tax the government.